Boker Tov, everyone. Good morning. Let us begin our day with a prayer for gratitude with Moda Ani. We continue with a prayer, Elohai Neshama, thanking God for the souls returned to us each morning. Elohai, Elohai, Neshama, Shenatati, Tehorai. Elohai, Elohai, Neshama, Shenatati, This morning, I want to thank all of you so much for being here in Sacred Community as we round out our 5th week of counting the Omer, a week dedicated to finding our way. And so this morning, I just want to say a huge Boker Tov. Good morning to Sarah and Jay, Diane and Don, Michelle and Riva, Debbie and Rabbi Catherine, Tom and Donnie, Eve and Pam and Gail. Good morning. It is so good to be in Sacred Community with every single one of you. So today, let us say our blessing for counting this day of the Omer. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al sefirat haomer. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who sanctifies us with mitzvot and commands us concerning the counting of the Omer. Hayom chamisha u'shloshim yom, shehem chamisha shavuot la'omer. Today is 35 days, which is 5 weeks of the Omer. And so actually, before we get to today's poem that I'm bringing in, there's a lot of commotion in my house at the moment. Before I get into this poem, I just want to reflect for a moment on the way in which our journeys are never, ever, ever straightforward. Very often, there's so much that's circuitous. There's so much that's roundabout. And so the reading that I brought in today for Finding Our Way speaks to what happens at the end of the Exodus story. As the Israelites are walking, they just witnessed miracles. They're going towards freedom. They're being taken care of with manna in the desert. And yet, at every chance they take, they say, I don't know, maybe we should go back. That some piece of Egypt, some piece of the narrowness with which they spent so much of their lives, stays with them. And I know that many of us who have overcome really big challenges in our past perhaps are informed by those challenges. Today I'm bringing in a poem by Alden Salavi, who talks about just that, the way that in many that Egypt hasn't left him and perhaps hasn't left us either. He writes, "This I confess, I have taken Egypt with me. I've kept myself a slave to grief and loss, fear and anger and shame. I have set myself up as a taskmaster, driving myself beyond the limits of reasonable time and common sense. I've seen miracles from heaven, signs and wonders in my own life, yet I've taken Egypt with me, still waiting for heaven to speak. God of redemption, with your loving and guiding hand, leaving Egypt is easy. Leaving Egypt behind is a struggle. In your wisdom, you've given me this choice, to live in a tyranny of my own making, or to set my heart free to love you and to love your people and to love myself. God of freedom, help me to leave Egypt behind, to hear your voice, to accept your guidance, and to see the miracles in each new day. Blessed are you, God of wonder. You set your people on a road to redemption." Today, I invite you to contemplate what wisdom we want to take with us as we finalize this 5th week of the Omer. In what ways are we taking Egypt with us still? Are we taking the challenges of the past with us in a way that makes it more difficult to walk forward on our journey? And what can we do in order to restore our faith, in order to, as Alden Salavi says, to see the miracles in each new day and go on the road to redemption? We are moving so steadily through these days of the Omer. And in fact, we have just two weeks left before we will be able to join together with our 6 awesome, absolutely amazing confirmation students who are going to be leading us in a beautiful service in celebration of Shavuot. But we still have some journeying to do before we get there. Today, as we end every day, I want to invite you to join with me in singing the words of the Misha Berach prayer, a prayer for healing for everyone in our community who is mourning, for everyone in our community who is ill, for people who are struggling after the horrific stampede that took place in Israel a few days ago, people struggling from COVID-19, or from diseases that are perhaps invisible but are no less real. For every one of them, we offer this prayer for a speedy and complete recovery. Yishaberach Avotenu, Avraham, Yitzchak, v'Yaakov. Mishaberach Imotenu, Sarah, Rivka, Leah, Rachel. May the one who blessed our mothers, may the one who blessed our fathers, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, and bless us as well. Bless us with the power of your healing. Bless us prayer and bless us as well. Hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer and bless us as well. I hope everyone has a day of healing and a day filled with beautiful miracles we never could have imagined. Today, our Torah school, of course, is going to be starting at 9:30. And there will be no Artist Beit Midrash today, but we will come back tomorrow for another day of counting the Omer, and I look forward to seeing you then.